All right, thank you. Uh, Good day, everybody. My name is Timotheus Timotheus, and I'm honored to present this public lecture titled Feminist Theory in Educational Leadership, where we are going to understand gender issues in the Namibian educational system. All right. Today, I'll walk you through the concept of feminism theory, how it shapes educational leadership, its contrast with masculinity leadership models, and how it applies to the Namibian to Namibia, particularly focusing on the situation of the boy child. All right. So the introduction, the definition of feminism and feminist theory. So feminism theory explore power, gender, and equity in education, which focuses on inclusive transformational leadership. What is feminism? So feminism is a belief in social, political, and economic equality of all gender. So the feminist theory in academic terms, it's a critical framework that examines how power, patriarchy, and gender roles affect individuals and institutions, including now education. So it seeks inclusive, equitable educational practices. All right. Feminist educational leadership. This one emphasized on empathy, collaboration, and inclusive. So the feminist leadership values shared decision making, emotional intelligence, and economic oriented approaches. Unlike top-down models, this kind of leadership is grounded in listening, monitoring, and empowering others, especially those who have been historically excluded. So it also challenges traditional authoritarian models. Okay. Um, Traits of feminist readers. The traits of feminist models of transformational leadership style. So it focuses on transformation. It transforms leadership styles. It focuses on relationship building and equity. It's seen in Namibia growing numbers of female school readers. So Namibia is improving. Our educational readers are now including women's. So we have now many women that are principals, HODs, and also some are, even the minister is now a woman. So yeah, it's really moving on. Masculinity versus femininity leadership. Masculinity, it's a hierarchical, individual control driven, while feminist, inclusive, emphatic, community driven. So masculinity, on the other hand, is characteri- characterized by control, authority, and individualism. It tends to focus on hierarchy, power, and performance metric. So these traits are historical associated with male leadership models and are often seen as neutral or standard. However, some researchers they increasingly questions this model. While the discipline have value, they have suppressed collaboration and emotional well-being in learning spaces. femininity, inclusive, empathetic, community driven, which balances readership, which can improve schools environment. Gender issues in Namibia. So we have some gender issues in Namibia still. So girls historically disadvantaged in education. Yes, we understand that. We in the past, girls were not allowed to attend education, so it was favored for boys. So yeah, now raising a concern, boy child underperformed and dropped out. So now the boys that were favored to partake in education, they don't perform very well, and most of them also drop out. So they happen to go maybe to look for jobs and so on. Addressing both genders is a key to inclusive education. So both genders need to be addressed. They must be enrolled in education system for which is now inclusivity. The boy child crisis. Boy faces poverty, peer pressure, and lack of role models. So most of the boys they lacked role models. They are suffering of poverty, and some tend to peer pressure. They happen to do things that their peers are doing. So that's their problem with education. Boys dropping out to become breadwinners. Yes, most of the families they happen to depend on their boys who happen to go and look for jobs somewhere and then become a breadwinner for that specific family. Feminist theory supports addressing male marginalized too. So this leadership theory is also it wants the boys that are marginalized to be addressed to also. The solution for Namibian schools. Now, gender sensitivity teacher training. We need to train our teachers. So the training facility, I mean the teacher institutions must train those students, teachers to be sensitive when it's coming to gender issues. We must also reform our curriculum. The curriculum must be inclusive. Must make sure that education is available to all genders. Must not leave some people out, some gender out. All right. Mentorship for boys and girls. Boys and girls need to be mentored. They need guidance, you know. So we must introduce some programs which encourage learners or the boys and girls to, in order for them to be serious with education and also to like it and start performing. They must be encouraged when it's coming to their work. We must also, or the government must also partnership between male and female leaders. So there should be a working relationship between male and female leaders. So that if now these people or these two genders are having disagreements, then it's not gonna work. Or if now it for example, if maybe the principal is a male, then he might maybe favor the fellow gender, the male gender. Or if the principal is a female, then he might favor the girls. So there must be a proper and maintained relationship between the gender, male and female leaders. Okay. The call to action. We must adopt feminist formed readership in education. Yes, this one is improving. It's a bit improving. I've seen many educational readers are becoming women now. Those long ago, this particular job was dominated by men. Empower all learners, regardless of gender. All learners need our help. They must be empowered. They must be encouraged for them to do better and feel welcomed. We must also support the Vision 2030 through inclusive education reform. All right. So that was the end of our lesson. Uh, some of the information spoken there derived from some books, and some were also come from certain websites. The references are here. That's where I get my information. Thank you. Good day. Back with